Good day, everyone. The Philippines is home to many indigenous cultural communities and indigenous people, or ICCS and IPS. These communities have their own traditions, beliefs, culture, and ancestral lands that they have protected for generations. Today, we will discuss the National Commission on Indigenous People, or NCIP, and its important role in protecting the rights of indigenous people in the Philippines. So what is NCIP? NCIP, the National Commission on Indigenous People, or NCIP, is a government agency responsible for protecting and promoting the welfare and rights of indigenous peoples. NCIP ensures that indigenous communities are respected and their rights are protected under Philippine law. The term ICCS and IPS refers to indigenous cultural communities and indigenous people who continue to preserve their culture and traditions.
NCIP was established through Republic Act Number 8371, also known as the Indigenous People Right Act, or IPRA of 1997. This law recognizes and protects the right of indigenous people to their ancestral land, self-governance, cultural integrity, and social justice. The law was signed during the administration of President Fidel P. Ramos. The NCIP is headed by a chairperson and commissioner representing different ethnographic regions in the country. Its main responsibility include protecting ancestral domain and land, preserving indigenous culture and tradition, providing education and livelihood program, ensuring participation of indigenous people is decision making.
One real-life example of how the NCIP protects the indigenous people is through scholarship programs and presentation for indigenous communities. In this news report, the NCIP discussed programs that help indigenous students continue their education and strengthen the participation of indigenous people in local governance. This program shows that NCIP does not only protect ancestral lands, but also support the education, welfare, and the future of indigenous communities in the Philippines. Let us watch this news report.
Ibang balita pa, Indigenous People Municipal Representative at Scholarship Program sa mga katutubo ibinahagi ng National Commission on Indigenous People sa mga mangyan sa Mindoro Oriental. Ang report mula kay Mario Florenconja. Mario.
Ang mga kinatawan ng National Commission on Indigenous People sa mga katutubong mangyan sa Oriental Mindoro para mabigyan ng scholarship program ang mga kabataan. Sa naturang programa, pipili ang NCIP ng 25 mga kabataang mangyan para tulungan makapagtapos sa pag-aaral. Kasama sa ibibigay na benepisyo ng 40,000 tulong pinansyal at regular na ayuda para sa kanilang pamilya, pero kailangan nilang maabot ang 85% na standard na grado. Sa kasalukuyan, 4 na katutubong mangyan na nakapagtapos sa kursong agrikultura. Isa rito si Susan ngayon ay nagtatrabaho sa TSWD.
Ang grado niya dapat ay
Bukod sa edukasyon, binigyan rin sila ng sapat na impormasyon sa isyu ng kanilang mga karapatan sa hanap buhay, isyu ng kalikasan, proteksyon laban sa karahasan at karapatan sa kanilang inaaning lupa. Labis namang ikinatuwa ng Sangguniang Bayan ng Gloria ang ganitong kaganapan dahil matagal na nilang ninanais na magkaroon ng kinatawaan ng mga mangyan sa konseho para sa kanilang kapakanan.
Despite its legal protection, Many indigenous people still face challenges such as poverty, discrimination, lack of education and healthcare, land conflicts, environmental destruction. Modernization also threatens some indigenous culture and traditions.
To help indigenous people, the government and society must work together to strengthen the implementation of indigenous rights laws. We must respect their culture, protect their ancestral lands, and provide better access to education, healthcare, and livelihood opportunities.
The NCIP play an important role in protecting the right culture and ancestral land of indigenous people in the Philippines. Indigenous communities are an important part of our nation's history and identity. Respecting their right means respecting our shared heritage.